Today it is day 6 of 1 week international virtual faculty development program on impact of artificial intelligence in higher education and research future world, which is started on 25th May and it will continue till 31st May, and organized by Internal Quality Assurance Cell, Mendipathar College, Mendipathar, North Garo Hills, Meghalaya, in collaboration with Capcomorin Trust, Tamil Nadu, India. I am Ranjit Kumar De, one of the member of IQAC Mendipathar College. I welcome all the participants and resource person in this faculty development program. And today, our first speaker resource person would be Dr. B. Spurti, Assistant Professor, Department of Humanities and Social Sciences, National Institute of Technology, Warangal, Telangana, India. She will speak on harnessing the power of artificial intelligence in academia. So I request Madam Dr. B. Spurti to be online and please present your paper. Welcome, Madam.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the introduction and thank you for the opportunity to interact with faculty members and scholars joining in from different parts of the world in this FTP. So I take this opportunity to thank Internal Quality Assurance Cell, uh, Mehdi Pathar College, Meghalaya, for the opportunity, and also Capron Trust, Tamil Nadu, for roping me in for the third time. So before I begin, can I get a 1 in the chat window from the participants? I see about 31 of you here online. Can if you roll with me and if you're able to hear me, just type 1 in the chat window, please. Just to make sure that, we are attentive and listening. There are 31 participants. Number 1 in chat window, like this, if you're listening and paying attention. Participants? It's going to be very difficult if, okay. One person responded. How about others? I'm just waiting for your responses. Okay. 2 people responded so far. All right. In that case, let's do this. Probably chat was not enabled until today, so probably some of us are finding it difficult. You can either type in the chat window or unmute and tell us where you're joining us from today. Which place are you joining us from? I'm joining you all from Warangal, which is in Telangana. How about you? You can either unmute or and speak or type in the chat window. Participants, I know it is the end of the day. Okay. Shivasagar, Assam, great. Navanita Bora. How about others? Because the entire session today is going to be interactive, because we in academia must be thinking, why AI at all in academia, and why is somebody from humanities and social sciences talking about the uses of artificial intelligence in academia? Okay, I see some responses. Great. S. Ashraf is joining us from Kashmir, and Akhil is joining us from UP Maharajganj. Okay, how about others? We are 32 of us here. Anupama is joining from Hyderabad. Okay, so see, there are some challenges, good things about being the resource person on the 6th day, and some disadvantages as well. I see that we have somebody from Nagaland. Vekosalu. I hope I got the pronunciation right. And we have Prabhat from West Bengal. Great. So there are some advantages and disadvantages of being the resource person on the 6th day of an FTP, because one advantage is most of the content should have been covered already, so I don't probably have a lot more to take you through, because by now your foundational knowledge is already established, right? That is a disadvantage as well, because I don't know how much is covered already, because I didn't get the opportunity to be a part of some of your sessions which happened in the last five days. So I don't know. There is this problem of me repeating what has been already taken care of in the past 5 days. Having said that, Professor Dinesh Kumar is joining us from Himachal Pradesh. Okay, thank you very much. Great. So I want to understand how far you've understood AI so far in the past 6 days. Now, this is just for my understanding. It is not for me to test your knowledge or the information that you've garnered or gotten in the last couple of days. Okay. So very quickly, I have very simple questions. True or false questions. You can please unmute and speak, or you can type in the chat window. If you think it is true, type T. And if you think the statement is false, type F. F for false and T for true. AI can completely automate the process of conducting scientific experiments, eliminating the need for human involvement. If you think this is true, type T. If you think this is false, type F. Okay. I got one response so far. Okay. Okay. Prabhat also says true. Sunita Raina says true. Great. A lot of truths. It is false, unfortunately. I mean, I tell you why. So the explanation is right there. AI can assist in various aspects of scientific experiments, such as data analysis, but then it can completely not eliminate, because AI should be seen as a tool to augment human capabilities rather than replacing human involvement entirely in scientific experiments, because AI can only produce what is fed to it. It cannot give us information on what it is not fed on, probably. Okay. Like, next question, ready? All right. AI has the potential to automate administrative tasks such as grading and scheduling in higher education institutions. Now, is this true or false?
It is true.
Okay. All right, sir. I see a lot of truths here. Correct. It is true. Basically, AI is technology that is built on it. It is built on the principles of machine learning, and can automate administrative tasks such as grading, objective assessment, scheduling, freeing up a lot of our time, and with improved efficiency and efficacy. Okay. Next question. One question that most of us in academia have: AI in higher education will replace the need for human instructors and professors. Do you think it is true or false? So somewhere we have this question ahead.
It is false.
It is false. Okay. Okay. Akhil says it is true. Professor Dinesh says it is false. How about others? Okay. Ashraf also says it is false. Navneeta Bora says false. Yeah, right. Our jobs are safe. Why? While AI can enhance teaching and learning experiences, it cannot replace a human being, come what may. Right? Human educators provide essential elements as empathy, personalized guidance, social interaction, and critical thinking skills for AI algorithms. Now, the AI algorithms cannot replace us, because they don't probably, as of now, they are not able to provide empathy, personalized learning paths, maybe, but personalized guidance as such and social interaction. As of now, AI is not able to provide that to our students. Next, true or false question. AI algorithms are completely objective and eliminate biases in research findings. As human beings, probably we are biased. Do you think AI can also be biased? Yes, no, don't know. True or false? False. Okay, okay. Professor Dinesh says true. Okay. Navneeta Bora says true. Okay. All right, let's see. It is false because, like I said, it only looks at what is fed. It will be able to, you know, pick data. The algorithms are trained on existing data. And if the data contains bias already, then obviously the it will amplify the biases further. It is crucial to carefully design and train AI algorithms to minimize bias, but complete elimination of bias is challenging and not guaranteed because probably when I feed the data itself could be biased, right? So most of us, our responses are correct. Most of you, were able to say it was if it was a true statement or false. So probably I have to build my presentation today further to, you know, give you some tools or souvenirs. What do you mean by souvenir? Can anybody can unmute and say what according to you is a souvenir?
A type of memento.
Right. So, when you go traveling, you'd want to pick something up from that place to give it to your friends or colleagues, your family members. You bring them gifts, right? So we'll try and see if we can take something, obviously learning from this session as a souvenir. All right. But I request all of you to actively participate in the session so that, we make it a pretty useful session. I'm trying to build it that way, but it all depends on how well we are all interacting and then building on our knowledge that we are trying to build around application of AI and AI tools in academia. Okay, so I have a simple question. How many of you send your children or your brothers and sisters or your, somebody in the family to tutorials or extra classes? You could either unmute and speak or you could type in the chat window. It would be better if you could unmute and speak. Do you send, can you raise hands? Are we allowed to raise hands? Is that enabled?
Yeah,
Okay,
ma'am, they are allowed to raise hands.
great, great. Bipul. All right, so I see that only one of you. Why would, okay, fine, even if you don't send, why do people send their children or siblings to tuitions or extra classes? What could be the reason? I don't want them to be home. They make a lot of noise, so I'd rather put them in tuition so that I'm free at home. That could be one of the reasons. But then, is there any other purpose? Any other specific reason that you can think of for sending students or children to extra classes or tuitions? Yes, no, don't know. Anybody? So basically, people believe that when they learn, the same concept the second time, and if they're getting personalized focus in a tuition and there is a teacher sitting and focusing on my child, probably this person will score better, right? How many of you heard of 2 sigma problem to get more scores? Correct, Namdev sir, correct. Now, how many of you heard of 2 sigma problem? Ever heard of 2 sigma problem? Have you seen this graph? This is a pretty old graph, by the way. Anytime? So basically, 2 sigma problem refers to a situation where there is a significant deviation in the process, right? So what is the deviation here? There are students who are learning in conventional method, and in the class, there are students who are smarter, right? Student achievement scores. And there are students who are going to one-to-one tutorials. It was clearly found, like, Namdev sir just said, people who go to school, special tuitions or get to have a personalized tutor perform better. Simple. Benjamin Bloom tried to understand if individual input is given to a student and extra time is devoted, will it improve or enhance quality, efficiency, and performance of the student? Clearly says yes. So just imagine if each of our students in the class, is it possible for us to teach or be a personal tutor to each of our students? Yes, no, don't know. Yes for Y for yes and N for no, please. Like I said, the entire session is built on introduction. It will only work if no, okay, it's not possible. Now, can we leverage on AI tools to provide them a personal tutor? That is exactly how we need to look at AI tools, right? Some of us are absolutely scared, it is going to take our jobs off. If students are going to copy in the exams, we'll not know if the essay is right or not, if they have written it or if they've taken it from AI, right? Just imagine you have a super intelligent artificially or AI to work with you as a teaching assistant. We'll have in today's session, we'll look at how we can make AI, which is free and open source. Most of the tools that I'm going to share with you today are going to be free and open source, unless there could be one or two where you'll have to pay, but then most of it is free to use if you're just using it for creating content once, twice, or 3 times a month, right? Now, just imagine if you can give your child a personalized AI tutor, and if you can use AI as your teaching assistant for doing everything that you do at college, right? Let's see how we can use this. But then I was at a conference very recently, and then somebody came and told me, introduced this term to me, ephemeralization. Heard of ephemeralization, anybody? You can raise your hand if you have. It's basically a term coined by Mr. Fuller, Buckminster Fuller. Okay, somebody really looks like no. Okay, no problem. It's a term coined by Buckminster Fuller. He's an American architect. Okay, systems theorist basically. It basically means technology progresses. As technology progresses, it becomes increasingly capable of accomplishing tasks using fewer resources. Right? Look at this picture, for example. This is the picture on the left side is how a computer looked in the early ages. The early stages of computer, first computers look like this. They take an entire room space. But today, look at the devices that we use. Our smartphones, our iPads, or tablets and laptops that we use. They're smaller. They're getting smaller and smaller with lesser space, with lesser resources. You're able to do a lot more work, right? Now, can AI help us in doing that? Right now, even today, when we conduct our assessments, there are a lot of papers that come our way, and then we have to sit and correct them. So, how do we make sure that we use this technology that is actually reducing the resources, and probably 10, 15 years from now, even Google would disappear. It will become probably another startup would create an AI search engine, which will make sure that you don't even have to look for certain things. It will automatically give you suggestions and take you through. So you don't have to go through a lot of resources to find your answer. So I was at a conference very recently, and then there is this professor. It was an online conference, and there's this professor from University of Leeds who made the statement, which is in UK. Nobody will hire you anymore because of what you know. I said, why? Because most of us hired because in the interview, this is what they do. They ask us what we know, how much we've read, how much how much research we've conducted. He says, Google knows everything, so why should you know? He says if knowledge itself is becoming less important because of Google and other tools, the focus should ideally be on application of the knowledge. Suddenly, there is this paradigm shift where we are moving from acquiring knowledge to applying knowledge, right? So how can we do that, right? So from acquiring knowledge to knowledge management and application, he says, you will get hired because of what you're able to do with the knowledge, not the one that you have, not just the one that you have, but also available around you, right? In that World Wide Web AI, and there are a lot of other tools, machine learning, everything, right? So how are you able to apply that? So in this 1 hour, we're going to look at open source AI tools that can be used by teachers and academicians to enhance personalized learning. First is personalized. How do we make it personal for our students? Second, intelligent tutoring. Third, creating resources or teaching aids, and creating tests. So these are the 4 things that we're going to look at. And we're going to focus on free and open source AI tools for teaching and academician to the most possible extent. Okay, can I get a 1 in the chat window? Because I get extremely worried in these online presentations and FDPs. I don't know if you're all with me or not. Can I get a 1 in the chat window if you're with me? Number 1, like this. All right, great. I see some responses. I'm glad. Thank you very much. Let's move on. So we look at 4 things today. First, as teachers, we all do our pre-class work, right? We read, we engage in, some kind of discussion with our fellow teachers, right? And we build our knowledge about a topic that we're going to teach to our students. Then we prepare our lesson plans, which is a very lengthy process, and then create our PPTs, PowerPoint presentations, more so after the pandemic, where we are either teaching in a hybrid mode, or even in our classes, we are most of the times using our PPTs, right? And then creating PPT itself is going to take a lot of time, right? So let's see how AI can help us. Next is teach and explain. For sometimes there are concepts that we are not very familiar with, or we are familiar with the concept, but then we're not very comfortable explaining. We don't know how to explain this, right? As teachers, it comes to us naturally, but sometimes depending on the situation, mental, physical situation that we are in, or sometimes, it was really difficult for me to introduce gender studies to the second years. AICTE made it mandatory non-credit course for second year engineering students. And then I was teaching these students, and they came straight from school to college. This is the COVID-19 batch, basically. I'm sorry for using that term. But then they were in 9th standard, or they were just going to 10th standard when the pandemic happened. And then 3 years they were at home, and they directly, 2.5, 3 years they were at home, and directly they came to college in the second year. And as soon as they come in, they have this MNC in front of them. So it was difficult because already they were all excited to come to college for the first time. And then because of the last 3 years and the quote unquote house arrest that they were in, they had a different kind of mentality. So there are some lessons and topics that are difficult for us to teach. And then there are examples that we need to look for and quote. So let's see how AI can help us teach and explain stuff. Okay. And finally, testing. It's going to take a lot of time for us to create tests. So, we have lesson end test, unit end tests, and then you have minor examinations, mid examination, and then you have end examination. So many tests you have to create. And then you have this COPO mapping. I don't know how many of you do that as well. And then you, for NAC and other stuff, you have to map your questions to the course objectives, right? So let's see how these tests, AI can help us in creating the tests. All right. So that is the cycle that all of us engage in. So let's see how we can go ahead and do that. First thing is I'm going to take you to, like I said, for each of these stages, I'm going to take you to 1 or 2 tools. Paucity of time, we have about 27 minutes straight from now. So in the next 27 minutes, we're going to look at ideally some 6 to 7 tools very quickly. Okay. The first tool that I'm going to introduce to you is Humata. How many of you know Humata already? I will stop sharing and I'll start sharing the entire screen with you so that you're able to. I'm not going to take you through ChatGPT because most of us know ChatGPT. We will probably use ChatGPT here and there to help us work on a different tool. But then beyond ChatGPT, I'm going to take you.
Can I, ma'am, intervene? Can I intervene for a moment?
Yes.
I think your lecture is too informative and too interesting. So instead of asking, we are attentive to, we are listening to you. You are saying there is paucity of time, only 27 minutes are left. So better you can cover all those tools without asking us. We are attentive.
Great, great, sure. Thank you very much. So I'm going to share my entire screen with you now. Please let me know. These questions I have to ask you because somebody please unmute because I'll be talking between screens. So are you able to see Google?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So we go to Humata. Right. Now, Humata is going to help us in reading our files. Okay. So you need to go to Humata and then you can log in. It's a free site. You just need to sign up. I have already logged in, I believe. I have already signed up. Okay. So all you need to do is you go there and you click on upload, select any file that you'd want Humata to read. Okay. So I'm going to pick a random file. This is a call for paper. So let's see. Okay. Once you should be able to see that the file is uploading. Once the file is uploaded, I'm going to ask Humata some questions. Okay. It's going to tell me. So I'm going to ask Humata, let's say, when is the end date? Submission end date. Okay. Submission date. So it will search the information for me. It's basically a call for papers. See, the submission deadline for abstract proposal for the March 20 issue is 11th March. Okay, so I'm going to ask. Can anybody suggest what is the next question that I should ask Humata? You can type in the chat window. I'll ask. What do you want me to ask Humata? Okay, can I ask what are the submission guidelines? What are the submission guidelines? Now, I just picked a 4-page document, right? You can pick a 280-page document. It will still find the information and give it to you. Probably it'll take a little while. Instead of 5 to 10 seconds, it may take like 20 seconds. It will still give you the information. See, I will also tell you where this is. So, example, you're reading a paper. Let me find if there is any research paper that I can. Okay, there is a thesis that I'm going to pick for you. Okay, this is on melancholia, which one of my students is working on. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to upload the entire thesis. It's going to take some time though. So literature on melancholia, so it's going to get uploaded because it is an entire thesis. It's going to take time, right? And then when I want to go and ask a question, it's already uploaded. So I'm going to ask a question. It's taking some time, 15 seconds. Okay, done. So what did they do? See, the document provides information about academic and research background of several individuals in the field of literature, cultural studies, history. So here, page numbers and what this document is about. Just look at the number of pages. It's about 150 pages. And it took us less than, 30 seconds to get this information. So you can ask it any question. It will go through the document and it will give you the information. That is Humata for you, right? So in the last 4 minutes that we've been here, we just looked at how Humata can help us in reading, right? Sometimes you have a lot of material, but then you are trying to find a specific answer. You're looking at research papers and then you don't know what exactly they've done. What is the methodology that they've used in a thesis, let's say. So just ask Humata, go there, upload the document and ask Humata, what is the methodology used for conducting this research? And Humata will find the answers. That doesn't mean, again, we depend completely on Humata. It also requires your intervention. Like you said, we started off with true or false questions. Then we said, AI cannot replace us. AI requires human intervention. It requires human intelligence, right? So this is one tool that you can use for reading or preparing. Okay. The next thing that we said was preparation, right? Lesson planning. Lesson planning can be a tedious task, and then we are using. We're going to look at two tools here. While slides as AI can give you up to 3 decks, PPT, PowerPoint decks in 1 month. I think beyond that, you'll have to pay about 1,800 rupees or so. But most of it is open source. So for 1, 2, 3 presentations, you can easily create every month on these. So let's try and look at lessonplans.ai. Before we go ahead, okay, there are some PDFs like photo. Is that in that case, this particular tool will work equally? Good question. Should we try that? If you have one, please share it and we can try it. Or you can simply convert it into a PDF and see if it can. That's a good question. I didn't try that. Good one. It's showing limitation of 60 pages free version. Like I said, yeah, there are limitations. There are plenty of things that you can explore. This is one of the tools, right? Next is lesson plans, right? Let's go to lesson plans. I'm going to Google again. Lesson plans. Yeah. This is the one. Okay. So for this, probably we will use ChatGPT again. I'm going to go to ChatGPT, the usual ChatGPT 3, not the 4th version where you have to pay and get. So what I want you to do is what do we create a lesson plan on? You can tell me any topic. Can you type its topic, or should I go ahead and type gender studies? Create a lesson on gender studies, because this is where I struggled. Introduction or communication skills. Okay, let's do communication skills. Most of us are English teachers, I believe. Importance of communication skills. Importance. I hope all of you are able to see. Please unmute and tell me if you're able to see the screen while I'm typing. Create a lesson on importance of communication skills for engineers. Okay. This will give me the lesson title, will give me introduction, it will give me objectives, it will give me questions, it will give me everything, right? Now I want to create a lesson plan for it. How do I go about it? Okay. We'll use the same thing for our PPT creation and lesson plans as well. Okay. So here I'll try it for free. I'm not too sure if you're with me because I'm not on that screen. And can somebody please unmute and tell me if you're with me? 12th grade, subject English, lesson plan on importance of communication skills for engineers. Getting worried. Could somebody please unmute and tell me if you're able to hear me? Just unmute and tell me.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And,
Yes,
and see
ma'am.
the screen
Audible.
as well. Okay, great. Thank you. All right. Okay. Say, what do I tell you? Create a task-based lesson plan. Okay. So I click on generate. Let's see. So it'll tell you objective. It'll give you the objective statement. It'll give you the materials that you'd require. What should the warm-up be? Ask students to share a time when you can pick one of these, okay? Ask students to share a time when good communication helped them to solve a problem, right? That will be your warm-up or lead-in. Then your introduction, what your introduction statement should be, your main or, content, knowledge transfer, how to conclude, criterion, closure, and assessment. How long do you think this took us? Usually, traditional methods will take us at least good 30 minutes to 1 hour, 60 minutes, right? So doesn't take really long. That's a good question in the chat window, Professor Dinesh. But then, who is the father of ChatGPT? I have not looked into it. Let's ask AI. Who is the creator of Chat? Like I said, if you're paying attention, getting the knowledge is not important because AI and Google can give us that information. Right. So let's go back to our lesson. So can Could anybody give me another topic? Do you want to try creating a lesson for any other topic?
Importance of interpersonal skills, ma'am.
Importance of interpersonal skills. Great. Let's try that. Okay. Importance of for whom? In engineers again, or do you want to give it to somebody?
For
medicos or
engineers, ma'am.
something? For engineers. Okay. Same thing. Everything else is the same. Interpersonal skills. You can also set the level here. Okay. If you want to do it for a grade 3 student, it's going to be a lot different. But we're not doing engineers, so I'm selecting. So do you want to do a task-based lesson here or taught lesson? What kind of lesson do you want?
A
Best
task-based.
approach. Great. So I'm generating it. Okay. So we said lesson plan on importance of interpersonal skills for engineers, and then we said create a task-based lesson. Here you go. Less than 10 seconds. It will also give you the direct instructions that you need to give them. Again, it took us less than 10 seconds to create this. But end of the day, you'll have to take this material, you'll have to deliver the session yourself in the classroom. Okay. All right. So let's move on. What's the time now? I have to keep track of time. It is, so again, 5 minutes since the last tool, Humata. We looked at in 5 minutes how we can create 2 lesson plans, not 1. Okay. Let's now look at Slides AI. So I'm going to Slides AI. Basically, you'll have to install it. It works on somebody dropped a message. Ketan, do you have a question? You raised your hand.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Go
ma'am.
ahead.
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, you are. Loud and clear.
Ma'am, can you create a lesson plan with COs, POs, and CLOs, everything on this chat GPT?
We will COs and POs. Let's just try. I wouldn't know.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, create a
Yeah.
lesson plan. Create a lesson plan with course objectives,
Course. Outcomes.
and
Course outcomes.
course outcome. Okay,
Learning
course outcome and learning
Ma'am,
outcomes.
with the Bloom's taxonomy also, ma'am. We can
Yeah,
have.
with Bloom's taxonomy.
Yeah, absolutely. Based on Bloom's taxonomy, based on HOTS and the lower order, higher order thinking skills and lower order things, right?
Right.
Based on HOTS and okay, let's see. I don't know. I didn't try it. It says I have used it too many times. So I'll have to use a different username for this probably. Okay, give me 1 minute. I have to use another one. Doesn't like my password 3 times, it's gonna block me. Okay, so they'll have to do such jugards, you see, if you have to make it work and if you don't want to buy, pay $49. So what did you say? I'm sorry. Create a lesson plan.
With course outcomes, program outcomes.
On what? What is the
On
topic?
managerial economics. We can take managerial economics.
Managerial economics.
For MBA students.
Okay. Managerial economics for MBA students. Okay.
Lesson plan,
Saying,
outcomes,
no,
program.
basically with course outcomes and
Program.
let's ask one at a time based on Bloom's taxonomy, right?
Yeah, better.
Okay. No, it's still asking me for money. Can somebody else try on your computer? I don't know why it is asking me for. Probably it is because I'm logged in here. But if I log out, I will be disconnected from the call. You could try doing that from your different websites. I'll have to log out from my computer for doing that. Then that's a good question. Let's see if we can do it. Chetan, you raised your hand again. Is it from last time or? Okay. All right. Okay, fair. All right. Like I said, some of them are not free and open source with course outcomes based on this thing. You can do a preview. Let's see. Preview. No, it's not even giving me a preview. I don't know why. I have to log out from here. But then it'll log me out of the call as well if I do so. So I will not be able to generate that, but then you can always try and we call it a hands-on training, so you might want to try it yourself. let's quickly move on, paucity of time again, to slides AI. Okay. So Slides AI basically works, once you go to slidesai.com, it will ask you to install, and it'll work with your Google as an extension. Are you able to see this? So you just need to
Yes, ma'am.
go to your extension. Once you download it, you'll have to install it. It'll ask you to install. And then once you install it, I'll show you where to go and install it. Basically, Slides AI. Slides AI.io. Okay, you go there and you install it, and then you can use it on your Google. Okay, so what I'm doing here is, once you click on generate slides, it will ask you to give you input. So we remember we went and asked ChatGPT to give us a lesson. So I'm going to copy the entire thing. Okay, from here. I'm going to copy it. I'm going here, and then minimum at least 500 words. Okay. Again, there is a limit on the number of slides that you can create using this. So here you can how many? So basically, because they have so many topics, I want them to create 8 slides. So I go here, and then okay. So it says I have exceeded by 2,500 words. Let's reduce it. Okay, and then I click on create slides. Okay, this is going to take some time. Okay, it takes about 30 seconds to 1 minute, but then it will also find images for you. There is something called Magic Write, which will help you pick image. So Magic Write is another extension that you would see. It will help you get it, and then your slides will be automatically created and given to you. Let's wait for it. So in the meantime, did anybody go to that site and try creating lesson plans with COs and POs? Where are we? I'm trying to find our Google Meet. Yeah. Did anybody try to go and find if it is able to create lesson plans with COs and POs? That's what we should be able to do as human intervention. But then, yeah, to automate things and to make life simple, we should be able to try it once. Ketan, were you able to try? Is it giving you COs and POs?
No, I'm not having another option.
I'm sorry. Can
Yes, ma'am.
anybody
Yes,
else
ma'am.
try? Just see if it is able, if it is giving you any lessons like that. Okay. Okay. Lesson plans, we are done. I'm waiting for our Slides AI, right?
It's giving one at a time, ma'am.
It will give you, but
Like
then
course
it's
outcome.
giving you one CO. Okay, okay. But it is giving you something, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
So if your college allows you to purchase software to help you come up with better COs and POs, why not? Right? I'm closing Humata for now because we're done with Humata. I've also closed Lesson Plan AI, and I'm closed Slides AI also because it's confusing. Okay. Let's see if our presentation is created. What is it saying? It looks like, okay, I don't want to upgrade. Okay, once I close this, it will come through. See. Are you able to see this? Importance of communication for engineers. This is the topic that we looked at, right? So slides are ready. How long? Usually you would have taken a lot of time, right? It is created already. Again, you can create up to, I think, 3 presentations for free, and beyond that, you'll have to buy license. It's okay with CPDA, continuous professional development, and other funds that you can, your entire department can use it, and you can create unlimited slides. Okay, any questions so far? Before we move on to the next tools, because I'm worried about time. It is 6:44, and we have 15 minutes.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Good evening. This is Dr. Tapsi. Actually, when you were telling how to generate slides using Slides AI, I had some network issue.
Hmm.
So I missed that part. I just joined when you were telling already in between. So can you please explain in brief how to start with
Uh,
that?
I would love to do that again, but then we have 15 minutes and there are about 3 more tools. So let's see. I'll come back to this given the time towards the end of the session. I'll definitely come back to you. Else, I think the organizers will be able to share the recording anyway. Admin, I think it is getting recorded and I believe it will be uploaded on YouTube, right?
Yeah, ma'am. We will upload it in YouTube channel.
Okay, thank you so much. Tapsi, again, I will definitely try to open if we have time.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Pleasure. All right, let's move on. Let's move on to, we are done reading, we are done preparing. Now it's time to teach, right? So sometimes it is very difficult, like you said, to teach some topics, right? So example, we will go to the same word, ephemeralization. Now I was finding it very difficult to include ephemeralization because I heard of that word first time in a conference. And then I really was fascinated, these fancy words, it gives you very Shashi Tharoor type feelings, right? So I wanted to include that in this presentation, but I didn't know how to incorporate. So let's go and try to see if I'm closing Chat GPT as well. And I'm going to Google again and try and see if Teach Anything is going to help us. Teach Anything. It's again an AI tool. You just need to go, and it is basically www.teach-anything.com. So I want to ephemeralization. Understand how I can teach this in an easy way. Okay. So it doesn't even, this word is not even there in the dictionary as per this. So I don't know. So let me see. I selected English and then I want to make it as easy as possible. So I'm going to go here and create, click on generate answer. Let's see if it will help me explain this to anybody. There is another website also, Teach Me Like I'm 5. That was also fine. But then I think this is better. It's taking time. Usually it doesn't. I don't know. It could be my network. Like I said, technology is playing on me. And it plays really hard with us, especially language teachers. So I don't know why it is not. Let's see if the pop-up is coming elsewhere. Usually you get a pop-up, which will give you the response. I don't know if the pop-up is coming elsewhere. No. Okay, let's think of another topic. Could somebody give me another topic? Research methodology, somebody type. Research methodology. Okay. So what is research methodology? Generate answer. It uses Chat GPT 3.5, which is not the latest version, but then it's still fine. I don't know. It doesn't like me today. Give me 1 minute again. What is solar energy? Okay. It will give you usually. Then today it's playing up on me. No, it will give you a pop-up and it will explain as to what it is usually. Let's come back to this. Let's go to Expert AI for now. Okay. Remember, ask Teach Anything, which is a very useful tool. I don't know why it is playing up on me today. But then let's look at Expert AI. Okay. So here, Expert AI is a chat tool. Basically, AI will chat with you. Okay. You need to go and register and then ask any question that you have. Okay. So this is another tool that I'd want you to look at. You have to sign up here, and then it is, I believe, free and open source as well, but then you can try it for free. Even it is my network, because it is usually not like this. Sign up and log in. Okay. Paucity of time, I'm just quickly typing something. Okay. It's asking me for my phone number, for which I'll have to go off. Okay, because you'll anyways get my phone number now. Okay. So that is the sign off process. Once you do that, you will get a get an email sent to you. You just need to go to your mailbox. And verify and start using it. Okay. I hope my password is not sure. So it will give you very quickly, because paucity of time, I'm just going to show you the demo and then we'll move on. Okay. So it can do document analysis for us. It can do document classification, or it has a beta version which can extract information, give it to you. This is for somebody who had asked me that question. Remember, if it is an image, will it process it? So if it doesn't work on the other tool, Humata, you should be able to do it here. Okay, so it is 8:51. That was Expert AI, and you also have a bot built in on Expert AI where you can directly interact with it, and then you can ask it any question about the document or information that you need, or a topic. It will give you that information. It is, while it is similar to that of, it is a generative AI, similar to that of ChatGPT, but it is a lot quicker, easier, and it does a lot more tasks. It can find you images, it can find you videos, it can find you TED lessons, and it can actually give you links to the resources where you can. With ChatGPT, the problem is, if you are looking for references in ChatGPT, you will not be able to get the real references. ChatGPT gives you dummy or pseudo references. It just mimics the structure of a reference. It is quite possible ChatGPT, and I don't know, ChatGPT 4 is much advanced, where it gives you links and resources, but then there are chances that you will not find resources from ChatGPT shared by ChatGPT, even if it is an annotated bibliography, right? So in those cases, Expert AI should help you. Last one is QuizGecko. Now this is to test, basically. Now, creating tests is another challenge. Now, you need to create tests at all levels. Like I mentioned in the beginning, you have, your slip tests. There used to be slip tests if you're a school teacher. There are, unit end tests, and then your minors, your mid exams, your end exams, right? So this tool will help us in creating tests, leveraging the power of, or harnessing the power of AI in creating the tests. Okay, let's quickly go to QuizGecko. It is again, what's the time now? All right, we have 7 minutes. Let's try and quickly close it in 7 minutes. QuizGecko, again, if you're able to see it, is AI quiz generator. Just go here again. Okay. And you copy and paste any content. For example, I want to copy and paste. You're able to see a lot of information on my computer. Okay, again, let's go to the same Melancholia research. Okay, and then I want to, let's see if you're able to upload the file totally. It also has, okay, so you can either text, you can either copy paste to the 25,000 characters, or you can go to URL and upload, give them pick a link from the internet or upload files. Okay, so let's copy paste text from here. Okay, so I'm going to use these, basically literature review. I don't know if it is 25,000 words or more. Let's see. Okay, then I want to create an MCQ and I want to make it medium, not very easy. Okay, auto and language, I want it to be in English. Okay, let's see how long it will take for AI to create tests based on the content that we copy pasted here. Okay, I clicked on generate. It is analyzing the test apparently. Let's see if it's going to give us MCQs. If it does, let's see how fast. Again, it doesn't usually take this long. It is my internet network connectivity. I recommend each of you to go and try these tools yourselves on your computer when you're not on another call parallelly. Because right now I'm using my, I don't know, network for, I actually turned off my video as well to make sure that, you know, we save some bandwidth, but then let's see. See, okay, about 15 seconds it took. And then here are our questions based on the text that we entered. Right? It'll also give you the right answer. And it'll give you, tell you why it is the right answer. It says, oops, wrong, try again. You just copy paste them, put them on your Moodle, or then print them and give it to them. You have various types. You have true or false questions. You have short answer type questions. You have fill in the blank questions. Right? Not necessarily, you know, elaborate, lengthy questions, but then it is a lot better, you know, if you're conducting online exams, it's a lot better to conduct, you know, these MCQs or fill in the blank exams, because evaluation also gets a lot easier. There are AI tools available for evaluation as well, but then 1 hour is too less time for us to explore as many. So very quickly, let's go back to the tools that we looked at for reading and for extracting information. Humata and Expert AI should help you. For preparing content, lesson plans AI will give you lesson plans. Slides AI will give you slides. Again, remember, Slides AI will work as an extension on your Google Slides. So you'll have to install it and then create your slides on Google Slides. And then you can download those slides, of course. And one other thing that you need to remember is, you know, you need to give it information. It will create information based on the information that you share with it, which you can again come from get from ChatGPT. And teach and explain, teach anything. I don't know. Let's go back to teach anything. I don't know why it really is giving me a lot of trouble. We didn't look at teach anything, and I'm worried that I'm not able to share it with you. Let's see if it is getting any better. What is solar energy? If it is able to generate, I don't know why it is not doing it. I just tried these tools just a couple of minutes before. No, it's not doing it. I really don't know why. So you'll have to try it yourself. But then this is a very, very important tool. Let me tell you, because if I'm able to find something else, okay, Google. Yeah, Teach Me Like I'm 5 is another tool, AI powered tool, EL15. So this is another tool where you can actually ask questions. So same question, what is solar energy? Because I was not able to get you an answer there, so I'm showing you another tool, but then it was not a part of the this thing today. Shouldn't take that long. You can actually have sarcasm on or off on this one. This is very You know, if you have sarcasm on, it will give you very sarcastic responses. See, it's creating. Solar energy is a power. Basically, if you have sarcasm on, it will give you another response, which is it's got some humor and sarcasm embedded in it. So this is an alternate tool to teach anything, but then I'd prefer teach anything over this one. Now this is explain like I'm 5. EXPLAIN We went there only because we were not able to look at ask anything, but then ask anything is a better tool. Now tell me, should we be afraid of AI as as something that is going to take off our jobs, or should we consider AI as a teaching assistant, personalized teaching assistant? What do you say? Fear or leverage? F if you want to be scared of it, fear, or L for leveraging the power of, or harnessing the power of AI in academia. What would you say? You can type F if you're scared of it, if you look at it as a threat to you, or L if you want to leverage on the power of AI to help you or work with you as a teaching assistant. L, right? Yeah, absolutely. There's nothing to be scared of it. It is an absolutely wonderful tool. There are challenges. Now you have to probably look at the challenges that you may have. There are some, like I said, ChatGPT will give you fake references, and if you quote them while sending out papers or writing papers, that's it. It is a reason enough to reject it, and then it will be called plagiarized paper, right? So be careful, vet your information, make changes, use the power of AI, right? But then be judicious while using it. So that is my name. I'm Spurti. My phone number and my email ID is right there. I work with National Institute of Technology, Warangal. And here I rest my case. And if you have any questions, you're welcome to ask. Do you have any questions, any suggestions, anything that I can share with you? Because it's 7:01. Yeah, Hurana Ibrahim. Yes, please.
Yes.
You raised your hand.
My name is Ibrahim. Yes, my name is Ibrahim. Thank you for your presentation. It's very clear and very concise, outline, simple to follow instructions. My first question is, do such companies have special package for institutions? For example, the educational institution like the university that you work, do they have special packages for them so that they can the lecturers can use it to impact knowledge on the student in terms of the subscription?
You should be able to. It all depends on how you pitch it to people. Basically, if you're buying a Turnitin license, why do you buy a Turnitin license? To check plagiarism. Now, why not use, if you want to take AI to the classroom and if you want to embed AI in your teaching learning methodology, I don't think it should be a problem. For that matter, most of the institutions have purchased the Google license, right? Google, Office Workforce license. So it all depends on the justification, and there are a lot of bodies to fund, external bodies that can fund this kind of, experiments. If you really want to study how you can take AI to your classroom and teach students along with AI, or assess students, or conduct your research using AI, because one of my students is working on using AI for developing employability skills. I personally am working on how AI can help students, how academia and industry gap can be bridged through AI. So yeah, absolutely. And my research is funded by ICSSR, which is a funding body in India, Indian Council for Social Science Research. So there are a lot of opportunities for you to, get funding for external funding agencies if your industry, if your college doesn't allow you to. But then looking at the way it is going to help you, I'm sure they will be. It'll actually bring your load down. So your teachers are very happy. The students are very happy. You're preparing for them to for a world that is going to work basically on AI. So that should be funded ideally. or if it is not, you should be the torchbearer, please. We should invest in this and show them, conduct some research, publish papers, and say why colleges and institutions should invest in AI tools like this.
Right. What you
Thank you.
presented to is, yes, thank you. My next question is, what you presented makes things easier. It makes academia, it makes teaching, learning, dissemination of information easier. With your experience in using AI, can you outline some few challenges that you might have come across that you would like to share with us?
You just
Some few
saw
challenges.
it. You just saw it. Teach anything just played upon me. I can bank on it heavily, right? So you cannot bank on AI all the time. I was trying to show it to you. Like 5 minutes I wasted literally on it. So yeah, these are some challenges that you cannot bank on it. Like I said, you'll have to verify if the information that is given to you by AI is true, because it goes, Google, it will give you the details of the most searched or most clicked. Based on the number of clicks, it will show you the responses. So you ask a question, not necessarily everything that you find on Google is true. Same is applicable to AI as well, depending on how. So if you were in the session at the beginning of the presentation, we asked if AI can give you biased results. If the data is biased, if the entry itself is biased, so our results are also going to be biased. So it all depends. AI is not, it will take information from what is fed to it. It is not creating information. So you'll have to be very smart with your questions. You'll have to be very smart with your, vetting. Basically, everything that before you take it to your students or your classroom or take it to your papers or your presentations, it requires a human eye and intellect to see if that information is true or not. Because we're saving a lot of time anyway in creation. So we may as well invest half of that time or quarter of that time in verification. That is there. Okay, I see a couple of others.
All right,
Thank
so-
you very much for your questions. I may have to please interrupt you here because I crossed my time. Admin, can I take one more question? One or two questions, because I see a couple of hands raised.
Madam, this is Dr. Padmavati from Sri Satya Sai Institute of Higher Learning. I just want to
Padmavati,
know.
ma'am, I have to check with admin if I have time, because must be another speaker waiting. It is very incorrect on my part to extend my
Yeah,
time.
ma'am.
Admin?
Usually will take up to 7:10.
7:10. So we have 4 minutes, so I can take one or two questions. Yes, Padmavati, ma'am. Thank you,
Yes.
admin.
Ma'am, I have checked with ChatGPT for simple role plays and case studies. But what I came across is the case studies are very rudimentary and very basic. It is not up to the level of Harvard cases, but Harvard cases are very big to deal in the classrooms. Do you advise me to use any other tools where we can get some standard case studies, simulations, role plays, ma'am?
Okay, you need to go to this page on YouTube, which, okay, fine. Harvard University has a lot of content available on YouTube, or you can go to the university website. This is one of the pages which you can, I totally love this page. I typed it in the chat window, HAR/VRB. It gives you a lot of AR, VR content and how there are a lot of lessons. Likewise, whichever area, you're talking about Harvard, you're talking about Stanford, you're talking about Cambridge. There's a lot of content available already. Again, we need to know how to use the knowledge that is available. Just go there, you'll find a lot of content and pick it and ask. ChatGPT will give you responses based on the input that you give, right? So ask it smarter questions, ask it to create better lessons. When you say that, this lesson is too trivial for my students, can you create a difficult level lesson or find difficult cases from Harvard, University? Then probably it will give it to you. You need to ask your questions, right? Like I said, AI is not as intelligent as human beings. All right. One last question, please. It's 7, 8. You're welcome.
Good
Yes,
evening, ma'am.
Anand. Good evening, Anand.
Ma'am, you have told that you have been sponsored by IICR, that it is Imperial
ICSSR. ICSSR.
ICSSR. It's
Right.
for humanities, ma'am.
Yes, humanities and social sciences.
ICSSR. Okay, ma'am.
Right.
Would you please tell us if there is any other funding agencies in India for?
There are plenty. There are plenty. For humanities?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, it is especially
the
English,
right-
especially for English.
There are plenty. See, there are a lot of bodies available. You can go to, Charles Wallace, or there are a lot of funding bodies. Fulbright is there. You have a lot of these bodies that fund, but this is not the right forum to answer that question, Anand. You can write to me. You have my email ID. I'll definitely share them.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome. All right, so it is 7:09 p.m. Thank you very much again for being great audience, and I hope
Thank
you
you,
all
ma'am.
go and try these tools, and I hope you leverage on the power, harness the power of AI in your academic endeavors. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Very informative session.
I'm
Thank you.
glad
Thank
you found
you
it
much,
useful.
Dr. B. Spurti, for your beautiful presentation and very meaningful interaction with the participants. Thank you very much. So I express my gratefulness on behalf of my institution. Thank you.
Pleasure as well. Thank you so much. Everybody have a nice day. Thank you.
Then now we'll proceed to our second session of day 6 FDP program. In this session, our resource person is Dr. Tapsi Nagpal, Associate Professor, Department of Computer Science and Information Technology, and also University Research and PhD Coordinator, Lingayas Vidyapith, Faridabad, India. Ma'am, are you available on this platform? Madam Dr. Tapsi Nagpal. Admins, can you confirm me?
Yes, sir. She is there. Madam, kindly unmute your mic.
Please.
Tapsi, madam, kindly unmute yourself. Tapsi, madam, you are not audible.
Oh, sorry, sir. I was on mute. I'm so sorry. Am I
Okay.
visible now?
Yes.
And audible also?
Yes. Visual also coming, audio also is coming.
Correct.
So I welcome you on behalf of IQAC Mendipathar College. So, madam, please proceed with your
Sure.
presentation.
Sir, I'm just sharing my presentation. Kindly allow me.
Admins, please allow for presentation.
Yeah, ma'am. Yes, sir. Ma'am can proceed now.
Is it visible?
Yes, now it is coming. Your presentation is.
Yeah. Good evening to all the intellectuals present on this platform. Today we will be talking about, I think content is not available, visible to you all, right? When I am unable to see it.
Yeah, ma'am. Your screen is visible for us, but we are
Ma'am, your
unable to-
screen is visible, but not the content.
Yes. Let me share again. Is it visible now?
Yes, ma'am. It is visible.
Yes, ma'am, visible.
Sure, ma'am. Sure. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Once again, on this international forum, let me have the privilege to speak on the topic current trends on AI. Let me enlarge it. Yes. First of all, let us understand what is AI. So AI is the full form is artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence is a branch of computer science that focuses on creating intelligent machines. It's capable of performing the tasks which would typically require human intelligence. What does it mean? That artificial intelligence, it's not natural, it is synthetic, it is synthesized, right? So, whenever we want to perform any task, we require intelligence. And if that task is performed by humans, it requires human intelligence. And if intelligence is created or synthesized, it takes the form of artificial intelligence. It may be a thought, it may be a conception, or any type of notion. The artificial intelligence systems, they simulate, they just prototype, they are the prototypes of human thinking processes such as learning, any logical thing, problem solving, any perception or decision making. AI involves the development of step-by-step procedure, which is called as algorithm models. The computational systems, that means such systems which help the machines to analyze the data, adapt to the different conditions, and make autonomous or free decisions. AI includes subfields such as machine learning, natural language processing, computer vision, robotics, and expert systems. We all know that computer vision, it is playing a vital role in medical history, medical problems especially. It is also the second, name given to computer vision is when it is used for medical healthcare. It is visual artificial intelligence or visual intelligence. Let's have a look at the types of AI. Narrow AI, general AI, applied AI, machine learning, deep learning, reinforcement learning, natural language processing, computer vision, expert systems, robotics, and autonomous systems. Here we can see type 1 includes the first three AIs, narrow, general, and strong. Type 2 includes reactive machines, limited memory, theory of mind, and self awareness. Let's have a brief description of all of them. What is narrow AI? Narrow AI is also having a second name as weak AI. Narrow AI refers to the artificial intelligence systems which are designed to perform specific tasks or solve specific problems within a limited domain. These systems excel in their specific area but lack general intelligence that I already told you. So, what is artificial intelligence? General artificial intelligence is having the second name strong AI or AGI, which stands for artificial general intelligence. It refers to the AI systems that possess human like intelligence and can understand, learn, and perform any intellectual task that a human can do. General AI remains an area of ongoing research and development. When we talk about applied AI, it refers to the use of artificial intelligence technologies and the techniques to solve specific real world problems in various domains. It involves developing AI systems which are customized to specific tasks such as speech recognition, image classification, or data analysis. Now we come to machine learning. Machine learning is a subfield of AI that focuses on developing the algorithms and models that can learn patterns and can make predictions or decisions without being explicitly programmed. Machine learning includes the techniques such as supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning. Then we come to deep learning. So, what is deep learning? Deep learning is a subset of machine learning that employs neural networks with multiple layers to learn and recognize the complex patterns in data. Deep learning has been particularly successful in few areas such as computer vision, natural language processing, and speech recognition. Now, reinforcement learning. What is reinforcement learning? It is a type of machine learning where an agent learns to take actions in an environment to maximize rewards. The agent interacts with the environment, receiving the feedback in the form of rewards or penalties, and learns to optimize its actions based on the feedback. Natural language processing. Now, what is natural language processing? It is a branch of AI that focuses on enabling computers to understand, to interpret, and generate human language. NLP involves the tasks such as language translation, sentiment analysis, text generation, and question answering. Now we come to computer vision. Computer vision is a field of AI that enables computers to understand and analyze visual data, such as images and videos. It involves tasks such as image classification, object detection, facial recognition, and image generation. Now we come to expert systems. Expert systems are AI systems which are designed to mimic the expertise and decision making capabilities of human experts in specific domains. These systems rely on knowledge based and rule based reasoning to provide intelligent recommendation or the solutions. Then we have robotics and autonomous systems. Robotics and autonomous systems, they combine AI techniques with robotics to develop intelligent machines. Such machines are capable of perceiving their environment, making decisions, and performing the tasks autonomically. These systems find applications in areas such as manufacturing, healthcare, and exploration. Then we have key components of AI. The components are machine learning, NLP, computer vision, and robotics. We have already discussed. Machine learning is it includes the steps, algorithms that enable to learn and improve from experience without the explicit programming. About NLP, it is the ability of a machine to understand and interpret human language. About computer vision, the ability of a machine to understand and interpret visual information. Robotics, it's a field of AI that deals with the design and construction of robots so as to perform specific tasks. We have different applications of AI in healthcare. How does AI helps in healthcare? AI can be used for medical diagnosis, drug discovery, and personalized patient care. Transportation, AI is used in autonomous vehicles, traffic management, and route optimization. Finance, AI assists in fraud detection, algorithmic trading, and customer service. Manufacturing, AI enhances automation, quality control, and predictive maintenance. About customer service, AI powered chatbots and virtual assistants provide efficient customer support. Education, AI enables personalized learning, intelligent tutoring systems, and automated grading. Next, we have great impact of AI on the society. Let's talk about the automation and job displacement. AI has the potential to automate various tasks and jobs, leading to the concerns about job displacement and changes in the workforce. While some jobs may become obsolete, few job roles and the opportunities are also expected to emerge. Next is improved efficiency and productivity. AI technologies can enhance efficiency and productivity across the industry by automating repetitive tasks, optimizing the processes, and providing valuable insights for decision making. This can lead to cost savings, increased output, and improved resource allocation. Next is enhanced healthcare. AI has the potential to revolutionize healthcare by improving disease diagnosis, drug discovery, personalized medicine, and patient care. AI powered systems can analyze medical data, assist in diagnosis, and help healthcare professionals make more accurate and timely decisions. Smarter cities. AI can contribute to the development of smart cities by optimizing transportation systems, thereby improving energy efficiency, enhancing public safety, and enabling better urban planning. AI technologies can analyze data from various sources such as sensors and IoT devices so as to make cities more sustainable and livable. Ethical and privacy concern. The widespread use of AI raises ethical and privacy concern. These concerns are about the misuse of AI technologies, biased algorithms, invasion of privacy, and the potential for AI systems to make discriminatory decisions. Ensuring responsible and ethical use of AI is crucial. Personalized user experience. AI enables personalized user experience by analyzing user data and preferences. This is evident in recommendation systems, targeting targeted advertising, virtual assistants which adapt to the individual user's needs and preferences. Let's come to what are the recent trends in AI. The current trends in AI are deep learning, generative AI, explainable AI, edge AI, reinforcement learning, AI in healthcare, AI ethics and bias mitigation, AI and natural language processing, AI and robotics, AI and cyber security. Let's understand all of them one by one. Deep learning. Deep learning consists of these subparts, subset of AI. Now, what is subset of AI? Deep learning is a subset of artificial intelligence that focuses on training deep neural networks with multiple layers to learn and recognize patterns in data. Data-driven approach. Deep learning relies on large amount of data for training neural networks. It learns directly from the data, automatically extracting the relevant features and patterns without the need for explicit programming or feature engineering. Neural network architecture. Deep learning employs neural network architectures. So, what are those architectures? Convolutional neural network for image and video analysis, recurrent neural networks for sequential data processing, and transformer networks for NLPs, natural language processing, complex pattern recognition. Deep learning models excel at complex pattern recognition tasks, which include image classification, object detection, speech recognition, natural language processing, and understanding, and more. They can learn hierarchical representations of data to capture the intricate patterns and dependencies. Unsupervised and self-supervised learning. Deep learning models can perform unsupervised learning where they can learn from the unlabeled data to discover the underlying structures and patterns. Self-supervised learning is a form of unsupervised learning only, which uses supervised learning objectives on unlabeled data. Then we have generative AI. So, what is generative AI? creating new content that we have already saw in the earlier lecture. Madam Spurthi, she very well explained how the generative AI works with different AI tools, how we can generate texts or other things based upon the user requirement. We can also generate images, music, or videos which closely resemble the human created content. Just like ma'am told us that we can also create a quiz. That was a very good AI tool and good exposure to us. Next is generative adversarial networks. They are a popular framework for generative AI, and they comprise of two types of neural networks, a generator network and a discriminator network. Generator network generates new samples. Discriminator network tries to distinguish between the real and generated samples. The first one improves the output by learning from the feedback of the latter one. Image generation. I already told you generative AI can create realistic images which closely resemble human created content. How? By learning from a large data set of images and generating new images which share similar characteristics. These things, image generation has its application in arts, in designing, in creative industries. Text generation we have already covered, that this text can be generated in any language, any type of content. It may be a short answer question, it may be an image, it may be a music, it may be a video, it may be a MCQ types. And here it says that it may be a story also. That's a wonderful feature of AI tools. Explainable AI, transparency and interpretability, very beautiful use of AI tools. Such type of AI systems focus on developing the AI systems which provide very clear explanation for why that decision has been taken and what is the why the consequent action is there. So it allows humans to understand and trust the system's behavior. Next is model agnostic and model specific techniques. So XAI, that means explainable AI, it includes both these techniques, right? For specific types of AI models, such as decision trees or neural networks, we use model specific techniques. And for any type of AI model, we use model agnostic technique. Interpretable models. XAI, that means explainable AI methods, they involve using interpretable models such as decision trees, rule-based systems, linear models, and such systems provide very clear explanation for the prediction and action. Such models are very simple to understand and give the logic behind that. Feature importance and attribution. Explainable AI techniques, they provide a very good information into the importance of various types of features or the inputs which contribute to the model's decision making process. This way, it helps in recognizing the influential factors, such factors which have a great influence upon the system's performance and potential bias in the model's prediction. Rule extraction. Explainable AI methods, they can extract human understandable rules from complex AI models. These rules provide a high level explanation of the decision making process so that it becomes very easy to understand the behavior of the model under consideration. Next, we have edge computing and AI integration. This is a very burning topic these days. So edge computing is what? It is a decentralized computing architecture. It brings data processing closer to the edge of the network where the data generation happens. What reduces using these edge computing AI system technique? Latency, it enhances real-time decision making, reduces the need for data transmission to centralized cloud servers. So what is AI at the edge? So when we integrate AI with edge computing, it helps the deployment of using the AI algorithms and the models directly on edge devices. So what are those edge devices? Smartphones, sensors, cameras, and IoT devices. This helps real-time localized AI processing and the process of decision making. Explainable AI, again, transparency and interpretability, we have already discussed. Black box problem is that the traditional AI models such as deep neural networks are often considered as black boxes. Why? Because they provide very less information into how they arrive at their decision, particular decision. Explainable AI, it focuses to address this issue by making the AI algorithms more clear and more interpretable. So what is reinforcement learning? Reinforcement learning is again divided into three parts, that is learning through trial and error. So what is learning through trial and error? Reinforcement learning is a machine learning process where an agent learns to make sequential decisions through trial and error interactions with its environment. Reward-based learning. The agent receives rewards or the penalties based on actions and focuses to maximize the cumulative rewards over the time. It learns by exploring different actions and discovering the ones that lead to higher rewards, definitely. Next is Markov decision process. Reinforcement learning is often formulated as an MTP, that is a shorter form, which consists of a set of states, actions, transition probabilities, and rewards. The agent's goal is to find an optimal policy that maximizes its expected cumulative reward. Next, we have already discussed the application of AI systems in healthcare. Medical imaging analysis. So AI algorithms can be, used to analyze medical images, which can be in the form of X-rays, CT scans, MRI scans, so as to assist the radiologists in detecting abnormalities, diagnosing of the diseases, and providing accurate treatment recommendations. Disease diagnosis and prediction. AI models can analyze patient data, the symptoms, and medical records to aid in the diagnosis and prediction of various diseases. Such diseases include cancer, heart diseases, diabetes, and neurological disorders. Personalized treatment plans. AI can analyze patient data and genetic information to develop personalized treatment plans. This includes the precision machine approaches that consider individual patient characteristics for the optimized treatment outcomes. Then comes drug discovery and development. AI is employed to analyze large data sets, including genomic data and medical literature, to expedite the drug discovery process. AI can also identify the potential drug candidates, predict their efficiency, and simulate drug interactions. Virtual assistants and chatbots. AI-powered virtual assistants and chatbots can provide 24 by 7 patient support, answer the medical queries, and offer guidance on symptom management, medication reminders, and lifestyle recommendations. Remote patient monitoring. AI-based systems can monitor patients remotely, collecting data on vital signs, activity levels, and other health parameters. This enables early detection of health issues, reduces hospital visits, and also improves patient outcomes. I don't want to recall, but we all know that during COVID times, this remote patient monitoring using AI systems, it helped us a lot. AI ethics and bias mitigation. So bias awareness. What is bias awareness? It is a heightened awareness of biases present in AI systems. Awareness about the, gender, racial, socio-economic biases. Biases being when we are being when we are using favoritism, when we are, favoring some one person than the other. So identifying and understanding such biases is the first step towards addressing them. So we should identify them and then we should understand them. Ethical guidelines and frameworks. The organizations and institutions, they are developing ethical guidelines and the frameworks so as to ensure that such AI development systems are deployed, which encompass such principles such as fairness, transparency, accountability, and privacy. Now, AI and natural language processing, sentiment analysis. So, what is sentiment? Sentiment is any opinion which one is having in his or her own mind. So, AI and NLP techniques are used to analyze and understand the sentiments which are expressed in such sentiments can be expressed in when we can express our sentiments in text data such as social media posts, customer reviews, and survey responses. This helps us engaging what is the public opinion, what is the customer satisfaction, and what is the perception of our brand in the market. Language translation. AI powered NLP models such as neural machine translation, they are very important and they have significantly improved the language translation capabilities. Such models can accurately translate the text between different languages, breaking down the language barrier and helping in communicating globally. Let's talk about AI and robotics. We had already discussed that AI and robotics, when AI is used to construct the robots which can work for humans. AI and cybersecurity, threat detection and prevention. AI algorithms can analyze large amount of data to identify patterns and anomalies, helping in detecting and preventing the cyber threats such as malware, phishing attacks, and the network intrusions. The AI power systems can continuously monitor the network traffic and the user behavior to recognize the suspicious activities. IDS, which is intrusion detection system. It is used to develop intelligent systems which can detect and respond to the unauthorized access attempts, network breaches, and other security incidents. So such systems can learn from historical data and they can adapt to the new attack patterns. Malware detection and analysis. AI techniques such as machine learning and deep learning, they are used to detect and analyze the malware. AI models can identify the malicious code patterns, classify new malware variants, and help in developing effective countermeasures. So, what measures can be taken? What measures can be taken or can be developed using such AI systems? Let's conclude. The field of AI has witnessed the rapid advancements in recent years, driven by the technological breakthroughs, increased computing power, and vast amount of data. Deep learning, which is a subset of machine learning, it has emerged as a dominant approach in AI systems. It helps breakthrough in computer vision, NLP, and speech recognition. So AI is expanding its reach across the various industries and domains, including healthcare, finance, transportation, cybersecurity, and smart cities, thereby converting how we live and how we work. The ethical implications of AI, they have gained very significant attention. The issues such as bias, fairness, privacy, and transparency, they need to be addressed so as to ensure the responsible and ethical development and the use of AI systems. Field of AI is continuously evolving and ongoing research and collaborations, they are very important for the further advancements. Collaboration between whom? Academia, industry, and policymakers. It's very important so as to address the ethical challenges, ensure the responsible AI using, and maximize the benefits of AI for society. The house is open for questions. Thank you so much for being so patient.
Thank you, madam. Madam, one thing I request, actually, this is your second time presentation, so I want to keep your title of this presentation in our record. Can you tell me the title of today's presentation?
Sir, it is current applications or current trends in AI systems.
Okay, thank you, madam. So now I invite participants for interaction. So respected participants, if you have any query, you can ask Madam Tapshi Nagpal. Any question?
Madam, I have a question. What is the obstacles in applying AI in teacher education or normal education systems?
Obstacles in applying AI. Sir, the first obstacle is that AI is not as intelligent as human beings. So whenever we ask or we take the help of AI tools in our education system, in teaching system or learning system, we have to be very particular about the sentences we choose, very particular about the words. Otherwise, there is no obstacle. Because AI, if I am asking AI, I am using Chat GPT, I'm just writing one word for any question, then it may or may not explain as up to my mark. So I have to be very precise and very concise about my question what I ask. Either I want explain in detail that topic or in points that topic, like that only.
Okay, madam. Thank you, madam.
Welcome, thank you so much.
Other participants, please raise your issues.
May I?
Sure, ma'am, please.
Tapsi ma'am, it is AI is fruitful for the new education policy. I think so.
Yes, ma'am, it is very fruitful for the new NEP. Why? Because it is very massive. It includes almost everything.
No, ma'am. In new education policy, I have read there we have also copied our traditional cultures. It is a hurdle in the to fulfill of the our traditional target to achieve the NEP.
Yes, you are completely right, ma'am. Well, the thing is that our AI systems, the AI tools we have developed, they are so good that any type of policy, it is very important, very good for that. NEP is generally, used for interdisciplinary part. Probably I could not understand your question. Can you please explain, ma'am? This is how I could. Yeah.
AI is the harder to get our target of NEP. In an NEP, we wrote about. I have delivered many lecture on this. We also follow our traditional cultures in our
Yes.
curricular activity, which are attached to our academic syllabus.
Got it.
But AI
Okay.
is totally harder to target that.
Okay, yes, because AI is very new modern technique and they are
Yeah.
traditional ones.
Yeah.
That is a big hurdle, correct? I fully agree with you. Now I could grasp what you were asking. Yes, ma'am.
So how can we achieve the uses of the sense of AI in our modern techniques?
Ma'am, the only method is that we should, ask our questions in that only, like ask in parts to AI tools what are our questions to generate the things, just like we have generative AI in our hand these days, so that we can generate new methods using generative AI, so that the hurdle gets solved.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Seema, ma'am, I have a word of appreciation for you. It's my second time conversation with you. Every time while answering your questions, I learn something new. That's
No, ma'am.
really good. That's
No,
really good. And you won't believe whatever I learn from you, I explain it to my students, because human being is a learner every day, na?
yeah, ma'am.
So I
Thank you so
really
much.
thank you so much.
Thank you,
This is
ma'am, for the comments. Thank you so much.
this
It's
is
my
such a
pleasure.
good, this is wonderful platform. I really thank Ranjit Kumar De sir, and especially Dr. Shalja ma'am for giving me the opportunity second time, so that I could present here myself and learn something more.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Is there any other question from participants, please?
Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, please.
And personally, greatly admire your ma'am's have a very sweet and very nice voice. And I would
Thank
personally
you so
would,
much.
if I would be younger, I would personally like to be a student of ma'am. And here in this class also personally, I am highly benefited. And
Thank you.
I like somewhere I heard from one of my friends that there is a concept of libraries. Human library has been invented in the library science. Can we relate library, human library also as a innovative progress of AI?
Sir, to be very frank, first time I am hearing human library concept from you. I have never heard of this concept.
Sorry, ma'am. I have also not found in any books. It is learned from interaction process.
I have never come across human library concept. I will definitely go through it.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for the nice class.
Thank you so much for being a wonderful audience.
If no more questions, then we reach at the end of today's session. Once again, I express my gratefulness to Madam Dr. Tapshi Nagpal for beautiful presentation, and also I express my gratitude to the participants who have interacted and participated in this faculty development program. And I also express my thankfulness to the Cape Comorin Trust members and officials for their cooperation in this. So, Madam Dr. Tapshi Nagpal, once again, I express my thankfulness on behalf of my institution, Mehndi Pathak College. Thank you all.